Hi everyone, welcome to this channel Zoology Bio. In this series of video, I'm talking about the reproduction in organisms. And now in this video, I'm talking about the vegetative propagation, natural and artificial methods both. So please watch until the last. So let's start with the vegetative propagation. It is the formation of new plants from vegetative units or propagules such as buds, tubers, rhizomes, etc. This method produces large population of clones and is of two types, natural and artificial. Vegetative propagules of the plant detach naturally from each and develop into new plants under suitable conditions. It takes place by roots, stems, leaves, bulbils, and turions. Now the first one is propagation by roots. Tap roots as well as adventitious roots of some plants develop adventitious buds to form new plants like Dalbergia taproot, sweet potato adventitious root. The second one is propagation by stem. Various stem modifications take part in vegetative propagation. These can be of following types. The first one is underground stem. Different types of underground stem structures can take part in vegetative propagation, such as tubers with buds over their nodes, like potato, bulbils, fenced shoots with buds, like onion, corms, swollen stems with nodes that have buds, like colocasia, rhizomes, perennial fleshy underground stem with continuous growth, like adiantum, suckers, slanted branches that produce new plants after growing for some distance, like mint. The second one is subaerial or creeping stems. They are of three types. Runners, horizontal shoots that give out roots at intervals where new crowns are also found, like cynodon. Stolons, arched horizontal branches at the base of crown, like strawberry, and offsets, one internode long runners in some aquatic plants like Eichhornia. The third one is aerial stems. Each segment of each stem can form a new plant. Sugarcane is propagated by planting segments of stems having at least one node. Now the third one is propagation by leaves. Leaves of many plants have adventitious buds. Such leaves, when come in contact with soil, their buds develop root and form individual plants like Bryophyllum, begonia. The third one is propagation by turions and bulbils. A turion is a swollen bud which contains stored food. It detaches from the parent plants and remains inactive till the onset of favorable conditions, like Utricularia. Bulbils are multicellular, fleshy buds that take part in vegetative propagation, like Oxalis. Now the vegetative propagation artificial methods. Artificial methods of vegetative propagation are the techniques developed by man to propagate desired varieties. The various modes of artificial vegetative propagation are: the first one is cuttings. Cuttings are separated portion of root, stem, and leaves which are planted in nurseries. These can be root cuttings, pieces of roots which are used to artificially propagate new plants like lemon, orange, etc. Stem cuttings, 20 to 30 cm long pieces of 1 year old stems are cut and their lower ends are dipped in root promoting hormones for several minutes before implanting in the soil, like rose, sugarcane, etc. And leaf cutting, leaves are cut transversely into 2 or 3 parts and planted in vertical position in the soil, like Sansevieria and St. Paulia. Now the second one is layering. In this method, adventitious roots are induced to develop on a soft stem by defaulting it and making a cut or small injury. The injured defoliated part is pegged in the soil layer to develop adventitious roots. Once the roots develop, the layer is separated and planted. It can be gutti or air layering, an ancient technique of propagation of tropical and subtropical trees and shrubs like lychee, China rose. Simple layering. Soft basal partly injured branch is pegged at one place like cherry, jasmine. Serpentine layering. Branch is pegged at several places so as to form many plants like clematis, and trench layering. Branch is pegged in a horizontal position like walnut, mulberry. The third one is grafting, the technique of joining of two different plant parts in such a manner that they unite and develop as a composite plant. The shoot system of one plant is called scion and the root system of other plant is called stalk. It is practiced in plants like mango, apple, etc. The various techniques of grafting are tongue grafting, wedge grafting, crown grafting, bud grafting, side grafting, and approach grafting. Now the fourth one is micropropagation. This method includes propagation of plants by culturing the cells, tissues, or organs. This is known as tissue culture. The culturing results in the formation of callas, an undifferentiated mass of cells, which further differentiates to form a large number of plantlets. These plantlets are separately ground to form mature plants. It is useful in obtaining virus-free plants, disease-free plants, homozygous diploids, and quick commensal production of orchids, chrysanthemum, and gladiolus, etc. And that's all for today. If you like this video, hit the like button and share this video as much as possible. To get more videos related to this topic, subscribe this channel. Thanks for watching this video.